Hey, friends, and welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Heal You, the podcast where we learn to honor our healing, rewrite our stories, and show up fully. Light, dark, and all the in betweens. I'm your girl, Shai, and this is week 14, letting the light in, healing through joy and surrender. I'm sure it's been a busy week for us all. So let's go ahead and do something a little different. Before we begin, I want to invite you to take a moment to be here. Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Let's start today with a grounding activity that'll center us in the present. You ready? All right, let's get started. If you're in a place where you can close your eyes, do that right now. I'll give you a moment. Get situated. If you're in a place where you can close your eyes and just listen to my voice, do that for a moment. Take a slow inhale through your nose and exhale gently through your mouth. Now I want you to picture yourself in a small, peaceful room. There's a window slightly cracked open. Sunlight streams in. It's warm, it's quiet, and it's safe. It's warm, quiet, and safe. That light that you see, that's your joy. That peace, friends, it's always been yours. Let this moment right now, with your eyes closed, inhaling in, exhaling out, envisioning a peaceful room. Let this moment be your reminder, friends. You don't have to force healing. You can invite it in one breath at a time. All right, now take one more deep inhale. And when you exhale, friends, I want you to release one thing that's been heavy on your heart. One thing. You're here, you're present. So come on, friends. Let's get ready to talk. Go ahead, grab your journals, grab that pen, your piece of paper, get ready so you can take notes as we go through this journey of healing. You know, there are parts of healing that no one talks about. The good parts. The laughter you weren't expecting. The relief in your body when you finally exhale. The ability, friends, to see the sun shining within. The softness that returns after years and years of hardness. I'm sure you can relate. This segment is all about recognizing those quiet wins. Healing isn't always loud or obvious, friends. Sometimes healing is taking a shower after 3 hard days. Sometimes it's answering the phone when you almost let it go to voicemail. Sometimes, friends, Healing is smiling and actually meaning it. Ooh, I know that one. I know it oh so well. I've learned through this phase in my healing journey that being gentle with myself and embracing good parts is needed. The simple things I do to remind myself that healing is purposeful and needed. Mhm. Letting the light in is about noticing. It's about letting go of the belief that joy must be earned. That isn't true, friends. It doesn't. Joy comes in the morning. What if you didn't have to heal to be happy? What if, friends, joy is actually a part of healing? What if, friends, the ability to feel and receive joy is a part of healing? I want you to take your pen and write down what moments of light have found me lately. And then write, how did I respond to that? So if I think about it, what moments of light have found me lately? It has to be my smile. For months, I was forcing this smile. I did it because I wanted to heal through the pain, and I felt that forcing my smile would get me there. But it really wasn't until I let go that I realized that my smile is just organic, it's natural, it's a part of who I am. And that is one light that I found lately. And once I realized I wasn't forcing that smile, I let joy in, friends. So I want you to think about it. What's one moment of life that you found lately? And how? How did it make you feel? How did it make you feel? Yep. Think about it. Think about it and write about it. So let's be real. Let's be totally honest. When you've been hurt, joy feels like it's vulnerable. When you've been through trauma, peace feels suspicious. But here's the truth. Choosing joy, even while healing, is radical. You have to choose joy. It's saying, you won't define my days. It's dancing, even with scarred knees. Man, that one hits home. Friends, it's dancing, even when the heartache seems unbearable. It's choosing, taking the act of choice. It's choosing love, laughter, play, and presence, even when the world told you to stay small. When you feel less than, I know we've all been there, or that you don't have purpose. In communities of color, friends, in spaces where generational trauma lives, joy is activism. Your smile, your stillness, your celebration, they push back on every narrative that told you healing had to be painful. Every narrative, friends, think about it. We, at times, are forced to believe that healing has to be painful 100% of the time. I was there. I felt it. Like, in order to heal, I had to really feel the aches and the pains and all of the experiences I was going through. But it wasn't until my mindset shift reminded me that by letting go, that by embracing joy, that I'm healing. And that's part of the process. Joy says, I'm still here. Joy says, This heart still beats for something good. Joy says, I am more than what I've been through. Joy says, I feel love and laughter. Joy says, life is here and I have purpose. Joy says, I love love. I want you to take time, even if you're pausing this, and make a joy list. 10 things that make you feel light, connected, and alive. Pick 3 to do this week, just for you. If I had to think about 10 things that make me feel light and alive, it's the gym, prayer, going for a walk, it's cooking. I want to get back there. It's laughter. It's spending time with my babies. It's being able to sit in silence. It's journaling. It's podcasting. It's doing something special for myself. 10 things. 10 things. I want you to be able to identify 10 things that bring you joy and work on 3 of them for this next week. Not too hard, right? So let's have a moment of honesty, friends. Some of us confuse surrender with quitting. We think letting go means we didn't fight hard enough, but surrender is sacred. Surrender is choosing to trust that what's meant for us will still be ours, even if we don't micromanage every moment. We don't try to control it. What does surrender feel and sound like for you? Surrender should not feel as though it's a burden to get it done. Surrender does not feel as though you have to give up on yourself. Surrender, my friend, sounds like I trust my timing for healing, my timing for joy. I allow ease. I don't have to carry everything to be worthy. You can release it, friends. I love myself. That's surrendering. I'm grateful for healing every single day and moment. In this space, we're learning to let go of things like control rooted in fear, hustle rooted in trauma, perfectionism rooted in pain. We force ourselves to want to be perfect, but we need to surrender. We're replacing surrender with grace, with flow, with trust, with commitment to who we are, who we want to be. We're taking the time to surrender and commit to ourselves that it's time for healing, it's time for growth, it's time for understanding that we need to let go. Quick reflection. Write this question down. Where in my life am I gripping too tight? Woo! What would it look like to loosen my hold? Sweet friends, instead of a traditional testimony, I want to walk you through a reflective story, a visualization exercise that brings healing into the present moment. Just a little bit different. Imagine this. You've had a long week, emotionally drained, physically tired. You take a moment for yourself and you step outside to take a short walk. No music, no distractions, just you the breeze, and the rhythm of your breath. You walk past a child giggling while chasing bubbles. You pause, and then you smile. You feel the sun on your skin, not too hot, but just enough warmth to remind you that life is still happening. A small moment, a passing piece, but it's real. You're not thinking about what's broken. You're not measuring your growth. You're not trying to be anything. You're just being. In that moment, you're just being. Again, that's the light, friend. That's joy showing up. That's healing without pressure. A moment that asks nothing from you but your presence. That's it. Sometime this week, take a walk or sit by a window. Leave your phone behind. Breathe and let your senses lead. Let joy show up without being summoned. It feels good, friends. If you feel something, a smile, a tear, a breath of peace, honor that moment. That, my friends, is light finding you. That's exactly what it is. Let's check in, not just on what we learned, but what shifted. What shifted? This week's shift check. Here we go. Where did joy show up for me this week? Where did I let go of control or expectation? Where can I create more space for light? Friends, this isn't about having it all figured out. I say it all the time. This is about noticing the movement. It's the pause to say, hey, I saw something different in me this week. Ooh, that's always a good feeling. Maybe it was your patience. Yeah. Maybe it was how you didn't let that one comment ruin your whole day. Or maybe it was the smile you gave to yourself in the mirror. No filter needed and no apology needed. It was you looking at yourself in the mirror and proud of the person that you see. That is such a phenomenal feeling. Such a phenomenal feeling. This is your invitation, friends, to take a personal inventory, to not only recognize what shifted, but to celebrate it. Small or big, it counts. Every step toward the light is a step toward your full self. As you reflect on all of the things that you've done, take 10 minutes and journal. Don't edit yourself. Just sit down with your pen and your paper and let it pour. Allow your words to reflect the light that's settling into your soul. And friends, guess what? If the light isn't quite there yet, let the pain flow. Just write whatever you're feeling. I had a moment of reflection early on where I just sat down with my journal and there were words that I needed to get out. Many of them were why, what, how, but I had to let it flow. I needed to journal so I could get my thoughts out. It's okay if the moment that you're in right now isn't liked. We know what we're working towards. So keep working towards it, friends. Keep pushing. Keep challenging yourself. Joy comes in the morning. It does. As we wrap up today, I want you to remember this. I want you to remember this, friends. You are not too wounded for joy. You are not too broken to be beautiful or handsome. You are not too late for light. Healing doesn't always look like crying. Sometimes healing looks like dancing, laughing, resting, trusting, smiling with your whole body. That's all healing too. And it feels so good. Let the light in, not just through the cracks, but through your whole being, because you've earned it. And even more, you deserve it. I'm proud of you, friends. I'm extremely proud of your commitment to healing and growth. Very proud of you. Next week, as we step into week 15, our topic will be still growing, giving yourself grace in the in-between. Yeah. We'll explore the quiet season, the not yet there season, the space where transformation is happening underground. I want you to come open and come curious. Until then, friends, give yourself permission to shine. Give yourself permission to feel joy. Give yourself permission to hear the quietness, the peacefulness, to let the light in. You deserve it, friends. I can't say it enough. All right, your girl Shai here. You know I love you for real. I love you because you're taking the steps needed to focus on you. And that's all that matters. Every week, not only does this space give me an opportunity to share what I've learned through experiences and my own healing journey, it provides me the opportunity to reflect and be appreciative of how far I've come, to use myself as an example. And that's important to me. Until next time, friends, keep healing, keep glowing, keep growing, and as always, keep blooming. I'll see you next week.